would be...
War of the Worlds you're unfamiliar with.
I mean, I know about the tripods.
All right.
I know the movie. I don't know the book. I don't know any of these books.
I just read.
Yeah, I'm an author that doesn't know how to read. I mean, I do not know not how to read.
Clipping you.
I just don't like reading.
Yeah, he doesn't like to read. He just likes to write.
Yes.
I like to read, and I definitely read more than I write. That was just crazy.
I have a narrator read my stuff back to me, and that's how I get used to continuity and all of this other stuff.
That's actually a really good tip.
Because I
should make an author tip video.
If I'm just staring at black and whites without creating anything, I'll get distracted.
We should make a video about that, like just different things authors can do.
I'm a visual learner.
Yeah.
So if I have somebody reading it to me, I'm gonna be able to sit back and absorb it more. Which is why I'm really good at memorizing my own stuff, because I can entertain myself and I write my stories. I entertain myself with my own stories, and then that's how I remember stuff.
Hey everybody, it's the next episode of
What's Up guys?
Next episode of Black Maverick Talks. Today we're actually gonna take it easy. You know, we're gonna focus on something positive. You know, we haven't had a positive video in a little while now.
Yeah, we do. We have fun here. We have fun,
but you know, it's just so much crap going around. We got to go back and appreciate.
The only way we can do that is by going back in time. So let's do it.
Going and appreciating the good. So today we're going to be talking about, you know, some sci-fi movies that were done extremely well and that were based off of.
Yeah, we're going to talk about sci-fi movies that became books.
No, sci-fi books that became movies.
Sci-fi movies that became movies by becoming books.
Anyways.
So which one we going through first?
Let's do War of the Worlds.
We're going to do
Let's start with the War of the Worlds.
By H.G. Wells.
H.G. Wells.
You should have the book version of all of these.
Yeah. The War of the Worlds was a super cool, you know, novel for me. I just like H.G. Wells. What's wrong with you?
That was a sound that they made.
There's no sound in the book.
I'm pretty sure, and the tripods landed and their sounds were.
I feel like that might have been a director's choice. H.G. Wells, he's like the godfather.
It was like two lines of just wah.
This man's dope. You gotta read more of his books, for real. He does a good job in everything he writes.
Like, here's another thing. My dad wanted me to read a book over the summer.
This book or
any book? He gave me a book. I forgot the name of the book, but he wanted me to read a book over the summer and then just talk to him about it. I wasn't able to just sit down in silence and read it, so I had found someone reading the story on YouTube, and I just followed along. And the book was enjoyable. It's just that I wasn't going to be able to sit down and do it myself.
You had to hear it instead.
I had to hear it. I'm an audio. I can absorb more information that way. I can't just look at black and white. I'll get lost.
Yeah.
I get lost. So that's why
schools need to focus on that.
That's why test taking was never my forte. Like I would be reading something and then I would be lost. Like if I have my finger here and I'm reading and then I look this way, even though my finger's still here, I go back and I'm like,
where is it at? Were you above or below?
Not even was I here. It's just like, wait, was that right here? And then I gotta restart, and it's like, and then plus all of the other stuff is just stressing me out, and it's making it worse. And then they'd be like, how did you not finish? You had plenty of time. You stressing me out.
It's not a popular opinion, but sadly, you know, then I think they should focus more on this. People do have different learning.
Yes, but remember, like I said, they're all trying to make us exactly the same.
I agree.
And that's not how our brains work.
You're saying that you learn better by hearing things. Me personally, I learn better when I see visuals.
No, I am. Like, if it's something physical, I will be able to see, and if I see it enough times, I'll be able to do it. Right? But if it's for writing or reading, I gotta listen to it. I gotta hear it.
I'm okay with reading it. I am. Because I go crazy. My imagination goes wild.
I can't. Yeah, if I'm wasting time reading it, I feel like I'm spending more energy on trying to comprehend than understanding and visualizing. So if I'm just hearing it, all I gotta worry about is the visualizing and absorption, and then I'll be like, okay, yeah, it's all coming together.
See, I know people that they speed read through things and they understand it. I don't read quickly. I actually read pretty slowly. But that's because I'm visualizing everything.
You know, I'd probably be on the top of my classes.
Yeah.
In all of my classes.
If you got to listen.
If the tests, I could put on some headphones and the tester read it out to me. I would have absorbed all of the information.
You could have.
And I would have got all the answers correct.
You know what's crazy? If you were a blind student, you probably could have.
No, it would have been Braille.
No, they got audio.
They would have put them in Braille.
They got audio.
It would have been distracting.
They got audio.
It would have been distracting to the other students.
No,
because
they want you.
It's so quiet because you can hear a pin drop. You will hear the background stuff. At least I would, because my hearing is great. And that would just be another distraction.
They need to focus on people's learning intelligences and stop.
They need to teach us. They need to teach students as an individual and not as a collective. Yes, we are not a collective. We are individuals.
School system sucks. But as far as the War of the Worlds, right? Just to bring it back, I love the movie. I think it was Tom Cruise, right? I think it was Tom Cruise was.
You asking me? You know the last time I watched this movie?
Yeah,
that badass daughter of his, man, she was annoying.
She was annoying.
Bro, I would be like, you know what? I'm going to stop, pull over, push out of the car. I'm gone.
Dude said, peace. I'm out of here. Let's see, what's the cast? Yeah, you got Dakota Fanning. Okay, she was an annoying child.
Wait.
Dakota Fanning.
Did I see her in anything else?
You've definitely seen her in things. She's been in a bunch of things. She was a really popular child actress.
So you got Tom Really Big Boat.
Tom Really Big Boat. Yeah, no, Tom Cruise was dope in that movie, as usual. I didn't realize Morgan Freeman was in that. Oh, he's the narrator.
Yeah, he's the narrator. Come on, man.
Okay.
What's wrong with you?
Makes sense. Well, what the hell? Oh, no, I'm not scrolling. Oh, God.
She's 30, relax.
It feels weird.
You were that age when she was that age.
This is true. She was in The Watchers, Man on Fire, Uptown Girls, Equalizer 3, I Am...
She was in Cat in the Hat?
Caroline.
She was the daughter in Cat in the Hat?
Caroline. Yeah, she was the daughter in
Cat in the Hat. Yo, the moment I saw Cat in the Hat, I immediately knew who she was.
Yeah, she was the daughter. Yeah, she was in a lot of movies.
Okay.
Charlotte's Web too. Okay, so I love the movie. It had a bit of mystery to it that was really interesting to me personally, and you know, the portrayal of the aliens at that time. I know CGI wasn't what it is now, but I thought they did a phenomenal job.
Because it was more practical instead of CGI.
They used a lot of practical effects, you know. So War of the Worlds for me, growing up, that movie used to scare the shit out of me. Not like run under the pillow and hide scare, but more of like a mental scare.
Did that ever scare me? I don't think it did.
I used to wonder what would actually happen if aliens came down like that. Like how would people survive?
I don't think I cared too much.
No, I cared. I cared a lot, you know.
It also, you know, it never makes sense when aliens come here for resources. It's like, you know how much resources you had to pass in order to come to us? Like, what's wrong with you?
Right, you could have found more Earth's
water. There's more water in the asteroid belt than there is on Earth. So if you came here for water, you're a dumbass because you pretty much drove by 15 different gas stations just to get gas at this one specific gas station because everybody's going to that one. Dumbass!
It's because you wanted the gas and a slushie.
What else? What else would they come for? The resources they need to eat or something like that? Bro.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, man.
But that I would say that's something you criticize about the book.
Also, if you've mastered intergalactic travel, why do you even care about a planet and their resources? It's like the universe is at your disposal. You're just uprooting us when there's resources all over the place, but you just want to focus on us because you're a dickhead.
Well, you know, aliens are dicks.
Why?
Because the book said so. Right? Right? Comments. Aliens are dicks.
Say, look at that comment over there. That actually has 3 times more water than Earth. We can probably capture that and melt it down, clean it, you know, do all of that stuff, and we'll have enough water to recycle and for years and generations.
Right.
That'd be a good idea.
Are you gonna do that?
So what do you think, Glob? What do I think? I think we should go to that plant over there. You see, you want us to waste resources in melting that when it's already melted there. Glop glop. You make a really good idea. All right, let's go. Let's invade. And then we have world wars.
Meanwhile, waste mad resources killing off people. Because ain't nobody letting you take that just for free.
Yeah, but they got force fields and stuff, so they're not really wasting anything. It's just that they're being addicted. They're choosing the lazy option of taking already wet water instead of dry water.
Wet water instead of dry water was a sentence. That was wow. Yeah, I feel like maybe at this time when these type of books were being
is such a dickhead.
written, I mean, Glorp sucks.
Glorp sucks.
Fucking sucks. At this time, aliens were just dicks, and you know all the
they were just antagonists for antagonists' sake.
Right. They just had
it was the basically these authors were using the fear of the unknown. Like if aliens come here, they came here from far away, so they're already more advanced than us. Right. They can take advantage of us.
Right.
Right. So the fear is us being powerless against them.
I told you I was afraid of this movie as a kid. I enjoyed the movie, but
it's a survival instinct, you know. If something new happens, say like an alien invasion, or not even alien invasion, alien visitation.
It's like Independence Day.
You think of the worst case scenario,
Independence Day,
and then you fictionize that.
Independence Day is a
worst case scenario.
Independence Day was a blockbuster film. It's not meant to be scary at all. But as a child, I used to wonder, what the hell do you do in this situation? Can we really defeat this stuff?
Yep.
Probably not.
Yep. We hit that sumbitch with the power of 10 nuclear suns. We're going to stop them, and we're going to take back our Independence Day. Woo!
At that point, you kill yourself, bro. You trying so hard to kill the aliens, you just straight up murk yourself.
I'll be in the history books.
Is there any way to defeat that type of force without just destroying the entire human race?
Yep. You take a nuke. You take the power.
Starts with nukes.
You take a power of 10 suns. You fly over that sumbitch, and you drop that thing on the dome piece of the mothership. And being that they always do hive minds. Soon as the mothership goes, everybody else goes.
What if the mothership's force field lets that thing just slide off of it? Now it's falling right back down.
It explodes upon impact. So it's gonna mess up the.
We don't know their technology. What if their technology messes with the whole impact theory? Pushes that out the window.
Also, let's see how their technology works. Is it nuclear? If it's nuclear, then we have a problem because the explosion will create an electromagnetic pulse, which wouldn't affect the nuclear thing. But if it was based off of regular ass electric and more of our shtick, their ass is grass.
I highly doubt if they're doing intergalactic travel that they're gonna be doing that shit. You know.
So
my child mind was very, very in tune with the fact that would be a bad situation.
To power our society, right? Mm-hmm. So an electromagnetic pulse would destroy that or mess that up.
Yeah.
If they use nuclear power, we need a nuclear pulse. And if they use neutron star energy, we need a neutron pulse. I mean, of course, at that point, there might not be any land to land on.
Just blow up the whole planet. You can't have our planet!
Right. You can't have it! Just blow up the whole goddamn planet.
The whole planet. Everybody's dead.
If I can't have it, no one can.
Everybody's dead.
I'm a sole loser. I'm flipping the Monopoly table.
We're Americans. We would do that shit.
Hey, man.
We would make the decision for every other country. Other country would be like, no, we'll secede. We'll just listen to... Wait, what? Flipping the shit up.
You say,
like, what'd you say?
You gonna be different? All right. It's okay. I'm putting it away. Boom! Everything is going.
Man.
And then I'm floating in space. My bad.
Right, you froze it and shit. Everybody's upset.
I kind of overreacted. I kind of went over the top there.
You did it a bit too much.
Just a little. You blew up the planet.
At that point, the aliens are just like, bro, we would have left if we just threatened with it.
Yeah, we just wanted like a gallon or two, man.
We would have actually just backed off if you just. We were leaving when you pressed the button. Why did you do that? I thought you might come back.
I wanted to see what happened. I'll be honest.
That's it. You just wanted to see what happened.
I've never seen a neutron pulse before.
Yeah, well, it's very quick.
It exploded with the power of a gamma ray burst. I wanted to see what would happen.
Yeah, thanks.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what'll happen if he has nuclear codes. So don't give him that. Anyways.
What? No, I'll be very responsible with it.
Right. I would say the next thing you're not super familiar with is Dune. You didn't watch part 2, but you did watch part 1.
I think I did watch part 2, but I just because
you didn't watch part 1.
No, I watched part 1 by myself, and then I watched part 2.
What do you think of it?
Well, I mean, I didn't write the book. I didn't read the book, so it was boring as hell to me. I didn't understand anything.
I thought it was boring as hell too when I watched the movie.
But you said you read the book, so you have more of an understanding.
I went to Barnes and Noble.
Barnes and Noble.
A person, saw that I was looking at the book, and he was like, "You should read it." And I said, I just saw the movie recently. I think that it would probably be a mistake if I read this because I didn't like the movie. But he explained that the book actually goes into so much more detail. And I can say after reading the book, it does break down everything.
I feel like if you're going to make a movie about a book, the author needs to be there so they can really dictate what goes in what state. Oh.
Yeah, he's dead. His son started to write books in the same universe, but his son's books were not as good, So they really couldn't do it.
But like I told my friend yesterday, I want my stories to die with me. They're my legacy, and I don't want after my death someone changing it. They need to make their own legacy. This is my legacy. This is what I left. This is me, right? I don't want nobody changing that because it's no longer going to be me. These stories that I create, they come from here. They're a part of me in a very special way, which is why I don't want to sell out because it would be like selling a part of my soul. And when I die, all that's going to be left is this, my legacy. And I don't want that to be corrupted with greed or anything else. I want art to stay art. It's like a painting. What if was it Starry Night? What if after he died, every year somebody, an artist, added something else into the thing, and every year adds. Not only does it lose its identity, it's not even going to look good anymore. It's just going to look like a slop.
It's definitely not going to look like what it was.
It's not going to look like what it was, and it's not going to be history. It's just going to be there.
Man, too many chefs in the kitchen. I will say this, though. I'll give Dune respect. The movie, in my opinion, after going back and watching it after reading the book, I think that it does capture a lot of what the book conveyed. It's just the movie didn't use much exposition at all. It was damn near devoid of it. So if you didn't know what you were looking at from reading the book, you wouldn't really grasp it. It wouldn't connect with you. I think that the author probably would have loved the movie.
Yeah, it was probably directed specifically for the fans, which is why they got a second movie.
The fans loved it.
Even though I found it boring. But
the fans absolutely loved this
movie. So yeah, good for them.
They did justice to
they did a good job. It just I didn't understand it. That's it.
It wasn't for you. You weren't already in the know. You know? But it was a great movie. And it was very much close to what the book was, and yeah, I would give that one a 10 out of 10. Hunger Games.
Before you do it, do the whistle. I'm waiting, nigga.
I know it's wrong.
What are you talking about?
It's not.
I don't know. What the hell was that? No, it's not that one.
Yeah. What do they do after they do that shit?
Hold on. Okay. Because I can't smile and whistle at the same time. It messes with the air.
I can't either. Probably fucked up the mic just now. Sorry, guys. Anyways.
No.
That's what I was thinking. The Wild West thing. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, no. This Hunger Games,
I like whistling.
People that read the books said that they liked the movie, but then some people said that they didn't because they did make some changes.
I mean, how can they make changes when the movie was actually the first movie ever made?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? The first movie ever made that starred the first woman that ever existed.
The books came out first.
No, it didn't.
Yes, they did.
Jennifer Lawrence came out first.
Oh, yeah, right.
There was an interview, for context, where she stated that before the Hunger Games, no one wanted to make a movie that starred a female action hero, ignoring all of the female action heroes that came before.
Elektra?
Such as Elektra, Beatrix Kiddo, Ridley, Ultraviolet, the girl in Resident Evil.
Was Ridley from Alien?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's like, so I guess they never existed.
Yeah, they don't exist.
No, she's the first.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, there was a Wonder Woman movie as well.
Did it star Jennifer Lawrence?
No.
Then it didn't exist. Didn't happen.
Copy.
Anyway.
Okay, well, the one thing I remember people having an issue about was that the movie starred Jennifer Lawrence, even though in the books the main character was, she was black.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. At least she had a much darker skin tone. Yeah. So they took some liberties with how they casted certain characters. Yeah, they did. And a lot of people weren't into that. But overall, I don't think the Hunger Games movies were bad. Though there was something missing from them that made me care. I can't really put my finger on what it was. It was just so detached from reality to me. I'm not sure. What was your opinion on the movie? Did you even like it?
I don't even care enough to remember anything that happened. Something, something, poverty, something, something, whistles.
Well, from what I remember, the government...
It's been so long.
It was like a population thing.
So it was like the Purge, but...
Well, their resources were limited. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments.
I was about to say, because I ain't going to do no correcting, because I don't know nothing.
Yeah, in the comments. Their resources were limited, and what they needed to do was sacrifice people ever so often in order to make it so
something
that,
about districts?
Yeah, certain districts were valued more than
Was she a part of District 9?
I can't remember.
Or was that movie with the aliens?
District 9 was aliens. But I don't remember what district she was a part of. Certain districts were respected more than others. You know, like one district was just straight wealthy people, so they didn't really have anybody that was taken. It was a very political backdrop. I would say maybe even dystopian.
No, that was 100% dystopian. That's out of the question. It's 100% dystopian.
And you get that from the movie when you watch the movie. The way the characters acted was fine. I thought the acting was great. There's just something about the movie that was very, I don't know, lackluster for me. I remember watching the Hunger Games films and not really getting connected to them very much. And I like dystopian. I do. I write dystopian books, but Hunger Games, even though it's in this list as being a great movie adaptation of a book, I'm not really a fan. So I'm gonna have to read the books to see if I like the books better. That's how I'll be able to judge. You want to do this one or this one?
Let's do Jurassic Park.
All right, so Jurassic Park, it's my favorite on this list. It's my favorite.
What was the next part? Okay.
You're right? This is a great film, dude. Like, it had the action. It was a little bit scary.
It's another one that I don't remember.
What?
The only one that I remember because it was recent was the Chris Pratt ones. Yeah, but I do remember I remember that.
Bro, the Jurassic Park, we gotta watch that, by the way. We should watch that with names. The Jurassic Park movies were fun, and there was science involved. You know, seeing the dinosaurs, it was a lot of practical effects.
And then the dinosaur roar, although it's iconic, how did he say...
It's not true. Like, it's not realistic.
How did he say he made it again?
They added, I think, a gorilla and...
First of all, gorillas are mammals. How are you even using that thing with freaking...
Yeah.
It's a reptile.
They use the roars of animals that are terrifying to make the.
And then they increase
T-Rex.
the octave or decrease the octave to set the. But somebody actually they scanned the vocal cord or the airways of fossilized versions of it to determine what they actually sounded like. And it's safe to say
it's terrifying
that if I were to be alive during the time a real life T-Rex was walking the earth, the sound alone would kill me due to fear. I'd have a heart attack.
Right. The sound of an actual T-Rex, at least from that scan he was talking about, I heard that. I've seen that video. It was far scarier than the sound they put for that movie.
They even recreated how it looked. They added feathers, different colorations and stuff, and how
it didn't look like this, like just a gray dinosaur.
And there was a picture where the dinosaur was by a lake, looking dead at you, and someone in the comments said, "This picture activated my flight or fight response."
Let me see this shit.
Hold on,
show me this shit. Yeah, show me, bro. And we'll just put it up on the video.
He said it activated my fight or fight, and I was like, yeah, that look, it shook me to the bone. I was like...
Did I ever tell you the story about when I saw an albino alligator?
Yeah, I think so.
So I'm in Florida. Tell the audience. I'm in Florida. We're at this alligator park. Everything is themed off alligators. We saw a section where there were some. I didn't realize that they were throughout the entire park. I'm walking with my family, and it's hot. Excuse me. Walking my family, it's hot. And we decided to just stop for a moment, just take a breather. Got the little spray fans. I'm standing next to a fence. I kid you not. That fence, I'm like 13, 14 or some shit. That fence only came up to about chest level, just enough to kind of lean back on it. There was nothing over the top. I don't know what it was, but something in me just said to turn around. I turned around and I looked. I didn't see anything suspicious, right?
Stupid.
Right? All of a sudden, while I'm staring, I just start getting this feeling of fear start building up in my body.
You wanna know why?
No, tell me why after. I get this feeling of fear building up in my body, and then all of a sudden, my vision focuses in. I see an alligator. I kid you not, his head was this freaking wide, and he's staring right at me. And he's just blending in with the trees and the
How
dirt.
is he white?
The way he blended in, I don't know.
You thought he was a flower? That was a big ass flower.
Bruh, there was so many different colors around him.
You just assumed.
And he was perfectly still.
So what I think happened is, I think he might have moved ever so slightly, and whatever that did, it kind of you heard it, and so that's what gave you the sense to turn around, and then you saw it. Your periphery,
subconsciously,
you saw it, and that's what gave you that fear. Right. But then when you were really looking, and your brain determined this is a real threat, it showed you exactly.
Said, yo, stupid.
Yo, your brain is like, yo, look, and you said, and then your eyes said,
when I
okay.
Yo, this is probably the only time in my entire life where I froze from fear. Normally, I'll book or I'll fight. I have no issue. I realized right then and there, if that fence was not there, I would be dead. Before I realized what was even gonna kill me, I'd be dead. You know what I'm saying? This perfect predator is an understatement.
It was another. Yeah, remember that other.
They're perfect predators.
Remember that alligator picture that I sent in Discord?
Yeah.
That activated my fight or flight response.
Bruh.
Because it was just it had its mouth open. It was under the water.
I didn't catch it right away.
It was under the water, and the water around it was still.
So
it was just there ooh, I'm waiting for you.
But you could see it was staring at the person with the camera.
The eyes were glowing.
Yeah.
And all you saw was the eyes and the teeth. You didn't even see the body. I was like, yo.
Bro.
Nope.
Bro. Look up. So you look up your picture. I'm gonna show you this picture of this albino. Because albino alligators have red eyes. And that just makes it even worse. Okay. Imagine you turn around and you just look and you just see this. But next to your leg. Behind a very thin fence. Play that back.
Which one?
That's the T-Rex sounder? Put it close to your mic.
These are all the possible sounds that they can make. We can probably just link a video. This is just for us. We can skip over this.
Make a marker for this clip here, because we're gonna put a clip in, Bill.
This one.
Yeah, no.
You across this, and you see that staring right at you.
That looks like it could lunge across that entire pond and just bite you.
That's at least a step away. He's a step away. He was drinking.
He's a step for him.
Look. He's drinking. You take a step back because you noticed it. You stepped on a branch. It looks up at you. It's over.
Bro, that thing looks like in literally one, maybe two steps. I'm talking big ones. Mm-hmm. It could get to you and eat you. Oh my God.
You're in the jungle and you hear that. This motherfucker got goosebumps.
I got goosebumps.
Because remember, their descendants are chicken and birds. So they take the birds, mix it with their vocal cords fossilized, and that's what they made.
God damn. That's the most threatening shit. These dudes got their own soundtrack.
They're not roaring. They're just breathing.
Bro,
and it's scary.
They have their own villain soundtrack. You remember Jaws? The dun dun. They got that thing going on, but just as they walk around.
Let me see if I can find the
That's
alligator
terrifying.
one.
That's terrifying, man. Alligators.
Cause that one, bro, that one shook me to the bone.
I just think every power in existence that fence was there that day, because if it was not, I'd be dead. And I honestly wouldn't have seen it coming. That is the perfect predator. He had to walk through those bushes in order to get to that spot, you know what I'm saying? But he did so in a way where I consciously didn't know he was there. You know, you're talking.
That would take too long.
You're engaging with other people. I wouldn't have known. So, yeah. No, alligators are insanely scary. Jurassic Park is a great movie because I think dinosaurs are probably the scariest creatures that we never got to see.
Maybe it was a crocodile. Which one's more intimidating? Alligator or crocodile?
Alligators, to me, are more intimidating because they have fatter necks and fatter snouts.
I think that was the crocodile that's actually the fatter ones.
No.
I thought
crocodiles have thin snouts.
I thought that was alligator. No,
alligators have fat snouts.
I think the alligator is the one.
They got fat snouts. And alligators, I believe, can also go in salt water as well as fresh water. However, I do think, fact check me on this, I think that crocodiles can get bigger. Like, the biggest types we've seen are crocodiles. Yeah, you see? Crocodiles got the thin snouts, but look at the picture before that, like this one. They get big. Their bodies are huge. So yeah, no, they're threatening as shit. Both of them are perfect predators.
So it was an alligator.
Yeah, I saw an alligator. But it was huge. Its head was this wide. It was enough that if it decided to take a bite, it would have just chomped my whole leg off, probably pretty easily. So yeah, I love Jurassic Park.
I gotta find that picture later because it might take a while, but I did take a picture of it and I sent it in the chat because I was just like, yo, this picture is insane.
Yes, and then the chat.
All you saw, because you saw no ripples, right? Meaning the thing was really still.
Yeah, I remember.
Or moving so slowly that it wasn't disturbing the water.
Which is insane.
Right? And then all you saw was its eyes and its teeth.
Wide open.
You didn't even see its body.
Dude was ready.
So you don't even know how big it was.
No, because the water distorts size. It was probably twice as big as
Not to mention, if you saw the eyes and the teeth, it looked like it was smiling like a freaking demon.
Maybe they are. Speaking of, it's funny you say that, right? So in Devoyant, when I was writing book 2, I knew that I wanted to connect Devoyant to some sort of villain. Because as we spoke about, a story is only as good as its villain, right?
Mm-hmm.
I chose for the villain that Devoyant is going to have to face, and someone that he subconsciously knows is hunting him at this point, to have the body and head of a crocodile. But I didn't do what they did with Killer Croc. No, I legitimately drew him like a crocodile. I'm going to screenshot that image or something so that it can be in this podcast. Crocodiles, to me, are terrifying looking creatures. They look demonic to me. They're scary as
Yeah,
shit.
they're living dinosaurs.
They look demonic to me. So, yes, like I would have nightmares of something like that. Jurassic Park, great movie. I didn't even know that this was based on a book. I didn't know. So I'm gonna have to check the book out. But yeah, the last movie on our list is your personal favorite. So I'm gonna let you go into depth about that.
What, Annihilation?
Yeah, you love that movie, man.
Do I?
Yes, you do.
That movie was alright.
Stop playing.
It was alright.
You went crazy. You made me watch that movie. You forced me to watch it. I never saw it until you forced me to watch it with you, and you forced
I
me
like
because
the
of a
movie, but not
specific
as
scene.
I like the movie, but not as much as Greenland. Let's get that straight.
Okay, but you know,
The movie I liked, the bear scene was crazy, but it's a movie about a comet that has like some mystical things going on, and it crash lands, and it starts to spread its influence, which messes with everything, including light, DNA. Everything gets refracted, reflected, changed, mutated, different. It's just right, and they got to find out how to stop it. So they go in, and in the moment they go in, they're already getting changed. They're losing track of time. There's mutated, hybrid animals like an alligator mixed with a shark. And then you got the bear that has the voice of a human, but that the human's in pain. And it was just nasty. You had these people who had intestines that were moving around like snakes. It was just body horror, and it was psychological horror. And it was pretty interesting, And the ending was more of a mystery, like did she make it out or was she the alien and stuff like that, and
yeah.
It was a pretty interesting movie, It was a lot of thinking that, everybody went in there with their own purpose and they were all self-destructive, so that's why, something destruction, annihilation. The soundtrack was pretty ominous as well. It wasn't music that had notes or nothing. It seemed warped and distorted, much like how The Shimmer did what they did to the people. So, yeah, that was a good movie.
Yeah, I've seen the covers of the books. Apparently, Annihilation is just, if my memory serves me, Annihilation is the title of one of the books in a series. All the covers look similar, and they all have the same ominous feel to them. But, and it's funny enough, do you see the cover of the movie?
Natalie Portman is in the front.
The books look totally different. Let me look up a book for you. I'll probably put it in the video as well. No, I just want the book. Yeah, check it out. That's the cover of the book. Totally different feel. But it shows the plants, how they're, a bit crazy, mutated or whatever. And then let me show you the other book. Oh, they have it here. This is another book from the series.
Authority.
Yeah, Authority.
Acceptance.
Mm-hmm. And I think
is that all in the same universe?
Yeah. Yeah. That's why the covers are the same. Not all the books look like that, but just those three are like that. So yeah, I would recommend reading Annihilation. I definitely have been meaning to read it. It's on my reading list. It's pretty good, and from what I've heard, people say it's either as good as a movie, if not better.
The book?
Yeah. I have not heard one bad review about the Annihilation books.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's definitely worth a read. But, anyways, that wraps up this video. Everyone, hello. This is Black Maverick Publishing. I'm telling you about this because I really do believe in storytelling. We both do. That's what we do.
Probably just
we write stories.
we could probably just say the last thing we said and cut that part out and just put it over this instead of saying the thing over and over again, because then it sounds repetitive and it'll, you know, mess me up anyway. Because I can't keep saying the same thing over and over again.
Like create an outro clip?
Yeah, because if we kept saying if we I mean we could, but at the same time
You can make it like a little swoop, slides in and just
that transitions to our outro. Black Maverick Publishing. We tell stories that other people are too lazy to tell, and by that I mean new stories that are original.
Yeah.
That we actually care about.
Yeah.
That we won't sell out.
Stories that you're not going to see in regular media, especially not today. You know, we want to tell good stories. We care about more of the storytelling.
They have the money to make their story look good.
Right.
But
apparently not enough to pay their writers to write something that's good.
We have the passion to tell the stories that, you know, we try hard.
Right. Do our best. Check out Mimic, check out Devoyant, and check out the growing library that we're creating with other stories, other artists and authors, right? And just show support, because the more you support us, the more we can create content that you're going to enjoy. But anyways, I will catch you all. Oh, look at those images.
Right.
You typed in...
No, I'm just looking at all the files being sent. I'm trying to find the picture of the alligator.
That's wild. Anyways, catch you all later. We'll see you next episode.
Bye. Did I spell spaghetti?